guys, and welcome back to Haut Beyleron. So in the last episode we started to get our bottom farm all set up. You can just sort of see it down there. Now we ended up parking up the the chicken trailer in one of the sheds down there. We brought the ute back home. So quick recap, we've moved the chickens out of the chicken pens up here. We've put them down into the pens down there, and what I found out was that the bigger pens, so I'll just show you which ones we were using or which ones we've put in. So if we come into animals and chickens, we've put these in. So that will hold 200 chickens, and what I found was that it only held 700 litres of grain, which is no more than what these small ones hold with the 30 chickens. So quick math meant we were going to be refilling that twice a day or more, which didn't really work for me. So quickly went into the XML and we updated that to hold just a little bit more. But what we need to do now is get rid of those two pens, and we can probably put that fence all the way around now. So we'll bring that fence down, we'll have a little opening there, and we'll bring it down and around. But that frees up our backyard. So we'll bring you down here and we'll show you what we've done. So we've put the two chicken pens in. They've got about 150 chickens in each. We've put the two cheap easy sheds in just to give us a bit of storage down here. So we'll store like our grassland and our animal care stuff down here. When we get another trailer, we'll store that down here. That way we've got one down here that can constantly be ready to go to feed the animals. As you can see, we've also done a bit of decorating with the trees, the fences and the shrubs, just to make it look a little bit more nice and make it look like it's actually supposed to be there. So as you can see, what we've done is we've cut this field down considerably. So all up here where we've currently got it cultivated, that's going to become grassland for at least a season, or at least a cutting or two, maybe even three. But that is going to give us some bales of both hay and silage. We'll store them in the shed for when we put our cows in here. Plan for the cows, I was thinking about sticking this guy in, like something along those lines. But then I thought about it, and it was, $518,500 gets you 80 cows, whereas $508,000 will get me two of these, and they'll both fit in here. And not only that, but I can then stick this guy in the middle, as well as potentially this as well. But we'll have to work that one out. Whether we have the silo, the liquid manure, or the what is it, the slurry. Whether we have the slurry one there or not, I'm not too phased. But we definitely will have the manure pit there to get manure. Okay, so what have we got to do today? Today we have got to mulch the big field. So we'll stick the mulcher on the back of the stayer, and that can take care of that. We've also got to cultivate field 38-39. Cultivating should take care of the weeds, so we won't have to worry about the weeds. And then we've also got to look at planting. So we're definitely going to try and get this mulched, this cultivated, and whether we stick grass in there or not today, if we've got the time. We should have. Okay, so let's get into it. But first things first, what we need to do, we do have to tidy that up, but that can wait. So yeah, we've got small weeds in there, but with the mulching and the cultivating, that will take care of them. But then I reckon we're going to have to weed after we've planted, because we are not ploughing that field up. We're just cultivating. There's no need to plough, no need to lime, none of the fields need it. But yeah, first things first, like I said, we've upgraded the storage of the food in these pens from 700 to 7,000. So we need to fill them up completely. And we've got enough in the trailer to do it, so we're golden. And there'll be a little bit left in here. We'll go and dump that back into the silo. And that can go and sit with the other 65,000 litres of wheat and the other 40,000 litres of barley. Now, we're going to hold on to both of those for a little while. The plan is we will eventually maybe decide whether one of those goes up to the flour mill to continue making flour for us. That was something I didn't look at, whether or not the chickens had produced any eggs yet. And another thing we've got to do soon is start to clear out those honey pallets. But what I wouldn't mind doing sometime here in the fair near future is I want to take a load of flour to the bakery. We'll offload as much as we can into the bakery. Like with the eggs, I can almost guarantee that they're not going to take everything we have. But what I want to do is offload as much as I can into the bakery, as well as these 2 pallets of eggs here. And then we'll purchase the bakery. Okay, so what was it on? That's right, we want to get the cultivator onto you. And we want to get the mulcher onto the back of the stayer. Because obviously the stayer is not going to carry or work this cultivator. That folds out quite a ways more. So we want to swing that out. Now swing it around. Swung that way too late. It's alright, we can make that work. Drop it down. It's not on allow create fields. And we'll get that little bit when we get back. So we'll set a worker off doing that. We'll jump out, we'll get out of his way. Now, as I said in the last episode, I don't really want to be doing tabbing. So if we've got to get somewhere, we either need to take a vehicle to it, or we need to walk. That's not where my door is. There's my door. Okay, so start you up, get you unhooked. What we'll actually do is we'll take this off of here. Drop you down, and select front loader. That can sit there. And I should have a second weight around here somewhere. Ah yes, there it is. There it is. So we'll pick you up before we try and pick up that mulcher. Swing up. And back around this way. And at some point we want to pick those eggs up and get them on the trailer that goes with the flour. Now I dare say we're going to have quite a bit of flour sitting up there waiting for us. So another thing we're going to do, and I don't really want to call in too many workers, but we want to get this headland done, then we'll stick the worker on. Let a worker do the mulching while we jump in the ute and we head up to the grain mill to load up our flour. Has got himself blocked by a car down the other end of the field, I think. Either that or he's blocked by beehive, maybe? No, I can't. Oh, yeah, he is there. No, he's got himself blocked by the... What else is there? Oh, the roller. Yeah, he's stuck behind the roller. That's alright. That's gonna get put into a shed pretty soon anyway. So before we jump in the ute, we'll go and sort him out. Now, this roller actually takes care of grass as well. Resets it back to its first growth stage. So that's a good thing. Alright, so put you in that. Steering the wrong way there. What I want to do is get this on the edge. We'll do the headland here. And as we'll reverse back and get that little bit that we missed in the corner. We take care of this. That's a fair width. He should have no reason to get stuck again. But yeah, we mulched this one in the last episode, so it's good. It's been mulched. That provides our little bit of a bonus. now being cultivated. Doesn't need ploughing, so we still get the ploughed bonus until it does. Might be wise for me to run down this side and take care of that corner. Just to stop any confusion. But anyway guys, what we'll do is we'll throw this into a time lapse and we'll see you guys once we've got the ute up at the grain mill. Okay, so now apparently there is a way to open these side. So if we get out of there, so there is. Well, we're definitely not going to fit 3 pallets wide on there anyway. But whether or not they would actually fit the other way, so as we can get more on. No, that's not what I want to do. Get out of there. Actually, I'm going to shut you down. The factory's still buzzing away. We've got 12,000 litres of flour in storage, not including these 4,000 or the 4,000 already on the track. So potentially what we kind of want to do is maybe look at a bigger trailer. We don't want to try and stack them 3 high. That's just too much. Oh, can't see. Oh, I have not got that stacked well at all, have I? It's okay. What we'll do is just get it on there. Hopefully, a little New Holland high enough. Oh, easily. So if we swing around that. Yes, that's better. What we want to do is we want to get you a lot closer. Now, I won't make you guys suffer through watching me try and stack the rest of these. Don't worry. Essentially, what we're going to do is put another 3 stacks on, and then the 2 pallets of eggs that we have down at the farm will go in the back of the ute. But for those of you wondering, normally all of my tractor work is done with my Logitech G923, so the PlayStation 4 and PS version of the Logitech, whereas all of the Bobcat and eventually when we get into them excavators will be done with what I'm using at the moment, and that is the Thrustmaster TM16000 dual joysticks. Forks just disappear through the ground. Not sure why it doesn't want to pick them ones up properly. And possibly just push those ones off the other side. Okay guys, like I said, I'm not going to make you sit through this. This is pretty painful for me. I'm still learning how to use these joysticks, obviously. So we'll bring you guys back in once we're done. Once we've got everything tidied up a bit better. Okay guys, so really got to find a better way of bringing you guys back in. And okay guys, so but anyway, what we've done is we'll just shut that down quickly and jump out. We have somewhat successfully loaded 12,000 litres onto, is it 12,000? 3x4, yep, that's 12,000. And all the rest of it we've picked up, double stacked, brought it around the side here, so we've got another 8,000 litres, another 9,000 litres sitting there waiting to go. But while we were doing that, we got the message that old mate who was... we want to bring those back up. Old mate who was doing our cultivating work has finished his task, so we needed to head back to the farm anyway. Sort of doing things in a roundabout way because we're sort of pretty close to the bakery, but at the same time I don't want to go to the bakery, sell these, then go and pick up the eggs and try and sell them. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We want to have as much in that bakery as possible when we buy it. That way we're getting extra from our goods. But when we buy the bakery, it will bring up the production menu and we'll be able to see exactly what we need to start making bread, and then exactly what we need to start making cakes. So I think we're gonna eventually have to put in a greenhouse or two to do strawberry production. And we're definitely gonna have to put in a sugar mill, which means we're also going to have to grow sugarcane and or sugar beets. Oops, I've just gone way past that turn. Doesn't break quite as quick as it normally would, although it does also have 12,000 litres of flour sitting on the back trailer. But yeah, what we'll do, we'll park this guy up somewhere near the eggs. We'll just manhandle those eggs into the back of the pickup, and we will get a cultivator onto the big field. Turn here. I realise flour's not accepted there. Turn too late for that one as well. Shut you down. So yeah, we'll manhandle them in, even though we shouldn't. Does this not have a weight on it? Oh, it doesn't either. Okay, so the weight for this is sitting over on the other side of the silo. Get that folded up. So we want to take this cultivator across into there. And we also need to decide what we are planting. Grass is the obvious one in the top of that paddock. But as for these two, do we go gun-ho and put in canola for both of them? It's going to be a money maker. But then again, A, we're not experiencing other things, but B, is that gonna be what we should be doing in order to get our productions underway? Okay, so old mate hasn't finished down the bottom there, but if we get you sat down, But you're going to work perfectly. So if we now jump out, run down to this guy, we'll take care of the bottom section. Not too sure, but I think this has potentially had an update because my settings don't seem to be right. Anyway, so get this started. No, we don't want to fold that up, we want to lower it down. We'll get this section taken care of, hopefully, should be well and truly, before old mate gets down here with the cultivator. And granted, what we could have done was actually laid down some fertilizer in between mulching and cultivating. That would have cultivated the fertilizer into the field, but we'll still be good with the way we're doing it. We just have to make sure that we get multiple runs done during the growth stages, because we're going to plant before we put any fertilizer into the ground. Although if we are using, I think it's, what is it the Pottinger or the Kun? Kun. Depending on what our seed drill is, I'm pretty sure it's got a fertilizer tank on it. So our first batch of fertilizer may get done pretty much straight away. But I do like the fact that the mulcher is taking care of these weeds. For now. They'll obviously come back after we've planted, I think. But we did only plough all of these up before the last season, so we've still got another 2 harvests to pull out of here before we should technically have to plough up the field or put any lime down. We should still have those bonuses. And old mate's not doing a great job of cultivating up there, is he? I swear my settings aren't quite right. I did edit the video for episode 29 during the day, and when I finally got around to coming in to play the game, I'd left my laptop on all day. It did have a bit of a meltdown, so we had to do a full restart, but I don't think that would have caused the issue. Okay, so that takes care of that. That's the fields fully mulched. So that field up there was done as well. While old mate's down here, we might block him in just quickly and we'll get that headland done, because I'm not liking that. But yes, we've also got to get around at some point, like I've said, to fixing up our backyard now that we've got rid of those chickens and actually making it a backyard. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do another lap around this side just to get him away from this fence, and then also to take care of those bits that he has missed up at the far end. Sorry guys, didn't drink a coffee and it went down in the mole. And that scared the German Shepherd with severe anxiety. I'm not sure if you can hear that tinkering behind me, but that's his paws walking around the house. He does laps around the corridor essentially. But yes, we definitely have to decide what we are planting, and what we're going to do during the winter months. Like, do we go back to doing contracts? Like, now that we've got this big massive Fendt and this Vertistad cultivator, we could take on a couple of cultivating contracts of our own without borrowing equipment, or we could still borrow the equipment and then have a worker use the borrowed equipment and we run our equipment around, get the jobs done a little bit quicker. But we're a little ways away from that yet. Our main concern is figuring out what it is we're going to put into our paddocks. And this guy needs fuel. We do have the bigger trailer there that we could use for pallets. But the issue is, it doesn't go behind the ute. Has to get dragged around by a tractor. So sort of slows us down, but the trade-off is that it speeds us up because we can carry more at a time. But anyway, back to what we said we were going to be doing. We want to grab ute. And ute. So we've got not a great deal, but we've got a decent amount of eggs there. And I know we shouldn't strap them down, but let's just pretend there's a case around them. Okay, so next task. To the bakery. First, prices. Eggs doesn't matter, we're selling them at the bakery anyway, and they're not that much lower than what the farm shop's paying. Flour, that's the one we're concerned about, and it's higher than the farm shop anyway, and we are in the wrong time of year. We essentially just want to get as much into that bakery as it will take. The rest of it will go and sit somewhere and we'll wait for a better price. Not too sure what the recipe is for bread. Got a funny feeling I'm gonna have to buy a water tanker. Is there any eggs in here? Oh, there's a couple. We may as well grab them. So what have we got? 2,800 litres of eggs and 12,000 litres of flour. Not bad. Whoops, pulled out in front of traffic. But I'm really liking that new farm. Old mate's just about finished with the cultivating already, so we can get him thrown onto the drill. We will at least put one field of canola in. I reckon we'll do the big field as well. What we might do, we'll have a look. This episode could be pretty close to be getting on time already, as it is. We've done a lot more talking than we usually do and a lot less work. So we'll have a quick look and we'll suss that out. But for the moment, to the bakery, get things sold, and then purchase said bakery. And then we also want to purchase that, but that's pointless having until we've got cows. Okay, so I'm going to come up through here. I don't want to speed through the town. How much are they going to take? Well, they've taken all of the flour and all of the eggs. Perfect. So we've just made 25 grand towards purchasing. So our products just paid for half the price of the bakery. So if we come into here, for bread, we only need flour, which is brilliant. But for cakes, we need, oh wow, we need flour, sugar, milk, eggs, chocolate, and strawberries. So we definitely need the dairy to get the chocolate. We've got the egg sauce taken care of. We've got the flour sauce taken care of. We need to put down our greenhouses to get our strawberries. We need to put down our cows to get our milk. And we need to plant sugarcane and or sugar beets. And also purchase land somewhere that we can put down the sugar mill so as we can get sugar. But we're making bread. So that's one thing. And this is automatically turned on. So we're going to have to deactivate that hopefully once it runs out of flour. But it's not going to run out of flour because, yeah, we've still got 13,000 or 13,500 litres of oat up there. So we've still got quite a bit of flour to make, as well as the 8,000 litres that's sitting off to the side. So that's perfect. And then triangle and L again. Just hit a wall. So that's another production down. Okay, so actually what we might do is we'll hook right here. We'll head to the grain mill and we'll grab the rest of that flour. I won't make you guys sit through this. So we'll just get up there. I'll skip a bit of time and I'll bring you guys back in once we are down at the bakery dropping off the rest of what we've made. Okay guys, so we're loaded up and what we're going to do is we'll take this to the bakery and that'll be the last load for today. It'll also be the last job for the episode. So once we get back here, we'll quickly grab a screenshot and we will unload into our new production bakery. And yeah, we'll call it from there. But don't worry too much. All of this will continue on into the next episode. We're going to continue on in this day because let's bring that back up. Yeah, it's only 2 o'clock, so we'll continue on for the day. We've got a few things to do, like we've got to finish drilling. I think we can start drilling the canola now. No, we don't need any more wheat. We shouldn't need any more wheat. We shouldn't need barley or anything like that. There's still some oats left in the grain mill, so that'll keep producing for a little bit. And if this doesn't take all of the flour, we'll probably just leave the trailer sitting here until it does, because bread is worth... Oh, and it did take it all. Okay, so if we jump out and have a look, but yeah, bread is worth 3 times as much as what our flour is, and it only consumes half. So profit wise, we're up. Flour, yeah, we've still got 12,000 litres to go, so we're still going to get probably another 15,000 litres of flour. Bread, yeah, 71 litres storing. That's on its way down. What I don't know is where this bread spawns. It's possibly out the front here, but I'm not too sure. I've never seen a... Oh, but it spawned right there. That's obvious. Right beside where we were. But anyway, we'll get this back to the farm, and I forgot to grab a screenshot. It's okay, we grabbed one of it getting loaded up. But we will see you guys in the next episode. So once again, guys, thanks for joining in. Hope you've liked the content that I'm providing. If you've got any suggestions, ideas, constructive criticism, by all means, shout it out in the comments. Let me know. If you do like what you're seeing, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, ring that notification bell for future updates. We can't say that as enough, guys. If you like what we're doing, try and support us as much as you can to help our content get out there to other people. We rely on the subscribes, the likes, the view time, and also the notification bell. That helps us get into the algorithm. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for joining in, guys. See you next time.